Yo, best player in the class, Mackenzie Mbako.
Yeah, I mean, he's the safest pick, and there's several others that are very good. But a lot of people are saying his teammate is the best player in DJ Wagner, and DJ Wagner's a very good, going to be a very good player at the next level. But he doesn't have the same type of length and intangibles that, in my opinion, Mackenzie Mbako has. He's a grown man right now. I think that's the big thing. And whenever he stays inside of 3 dribbles, the dude is elite. He's a high-level shooter. He can guard. He's a switchable wing. And how valuable are those guys right now? He's a switchable wing. His ball handling does need some work, but that's being really picky. But he's got the necessary athleticism. He's got good length. He shoots the ball incredibly well. And I'm telling you, the guy is a handful. Now, that all being said, in a good class, he's probably somewhere in that 4 to 12 range, depending on who you talk to, in a really good class, because of his length, his ability to shoot the basketball, and his versatility. Outside of that, it's just not, like you've said, Fanta, it's not a great class. Neither is 24, but he's going to be a very good college basketball player for a year. And I think he has a long pro career as well. Now, how that pro career goes, it's really hard to tell. But he has all the things that a lot of NBA teams value: the ability to shoot the ball, the length, and the body type that's going to hold up for a long time.
Yeah, I just don't think that there's anyone in this class. I think that the way that I would phrase it is there's a whole bunch of guys that are top 10 prospects in this class. There's nobody that is a, air quotes here, top 5 prospect, that level of player in this class. I would agree with you on DJ Wagner. 6'2", inefficient scorers that can't really shoot it, can't really create for others, and really need to just score off the bounce without having that hyper athleticism of someone like a Ja Morant.
He is shifty. He is shifty. You got to be able to shoot it now. And if he changed his game to where he was going from high volume score to where, hey, I'm getting into the lane to create, like, he could be an absolute problem. But I don't know that he's not geared like that. But whenever he showed his ability to get into the lane and be intentional about finding somebody else, he was really, really good. And he's a special finisher around the rim. Problem is, 6'2", you guys know this. What'd you say the number was, Rob? I think it was you who I was talking to. 3 players in the past 4 drafts smaller than 6'3" or something like that. Like, that's a pretty sizable, number there. It's hard. And I think because he doesn't shoot the ball, I've seen him play in person.
Did you just make up a stat on the spot? You just totally made up that stat.
No.
Yeah.
Were you talking to somebody in your sleep, or?
Yeah, I might have been talking to somebody. From? I was talking to somebody.
To me.
I know who he was talking to.
Look at the stat. It's like 4 guys within the last 4 years.
No, I know who you were talking to. You were with someone all last week in Georgia, and there can be false narratives coming from him.
No, that's true. Go look it up. How many players 6'2" and under have been drafted in the last 4 years? I think that you can count them on a single hand.
Probably.
That's the big issue right now with DJ Wagner being the number 1 player. That being said, still very good player. It's just, how does he really fit in today's game? I've seen him play 4 times, and in those 4 games, he's 2 of 29 from 3, because I counted, because I was hoping he'd make a couple, so at least he could convince me a little bit, like, hey, maybe it's there. But I'll tell you what, he kept hoisting them, and they kept clanking.
Is it in DJ Wagner's best interest to go to Kentucky? Is it in Kentucky's best interest to take DJ Wagner when they have Robert Dillingham and Reed Shepherd? And, oh, by the way, just picked up Justin Edwards this week. There is only one basketball, and while Wagner is talented, and we've talked about it, you're not going to shy away from someone that talented. By the same token, is this the perfect fit? A fit that has been reported on over the last couple of weeks. The buzz has been increasing. Kentucky's now the favorite to land Wagner. Louisville's still in the race, but Kentucky is the favorite. Is it the best situation, DJ Wagner at Kentucky? I have my doubts based on the Wildcats recruiting class and based on the fact that, Robert, you just said Wagner's not exactly a shot creator for others. Well, they've got others.
Yep. T.O. is a certified Reed Shepherd hater, so I don't know if we can actually have a
What?
legitimate conversation.
Not once have I hated on Reed Shepherd. Not one time. Not a single one. I just told him I'd beat him in a shooting contest.
T.O. watched him dunk on Bay Fall and was like, not only is this guy a better shooter than me, he is more athletic than me, and he's going to Kentucky instead of Clemson. No, I can't like this guy. I can't support
First of all,
this.
take it easy. Second of all, to go back to Fanta's
T.O.
point,
saw him play, realized he had no Swedish blood, was like, nah, no,
Done.
I don't Reed Shepherd.
Done. Hey, we don't get Swedish guys too often. Pele Larson, Elliot Cadeau, William Berg at Purdue. I'm not even Swedish. I don't know. I'm just taking the side of my wife. That being said,
big year ahead for Pele Larson. I think he's going to break out even more.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Even,
how about that?
I'm not even Swedish.
I'm not even Swedish. Freaking, I'm Norwegian. We got nobody. We have nobody.
It's the same thing. You have Erling Haaland.
Yeah, might as well be. 3-hour drive.
Haaland. Do you even know who that is? Erling Haaland.
Who?
Erling Haaland.
Yeah, hold on. The soccer player, of course.
Yeah, there you go.
Come on, baby.
Who it was?
Come on, man.
All
Be
right,
better.
wrap up.
If there's a guy, hey, look, if there's a guy who can make it work with guards that can penetrate and not shoot, it's John Calipari. Like that's. Fair. I mean, that his dribble drive stuff, he's throwing a lot of misdirection early in the offense to try to get people in the paint. I think if there is a spot for a non-shooter that loves to get to the paint and can get to the paint without any help, Kentucky's the way to go. And DJ would fit that really well.
What do you think of Dillingham? How much have you seen him play?
Small, like really, really small. Now he is competitive and he's a tough sucker. He can score in bunches, but he's really, really small. That's my only concern. If he's 165 pounds, I'd be surprised. I mean, really narrow shoulders. But I mean, you guys want to talk about quick as a cat? That dude is unbelievably fast with the ball. The problem is he prefers to play off the ball. And that's kind of where I find it interesting, him being 6'1" and playing off the ball at that size.
It's not a good combo.
It's hard.
All right.